They saw him having a car accident, and the car that had the accident went away.
She is one of our more special horses here on the finca. She is 95% blind or something along those lines.
His mother rejected him because he was not strong enough.
This dog is for love, for hugs, forever.
So we keep them as our guard animals. I don't think you're going to expect what they are. Welcome back, Finca family, to this week's highlight, this week's special video, and it's all about some of our special animals that we have here on the sanctuary. As you may know, we've got a huge variety of different animals, from horses to dogs to cats, guinea pigs, but some of them are a little bit more special than the others, and some of them are just a little bit more weird than the others. So we've decided to dedicate this video to some of the more special, unique and unusual animals. So I hope you enjoy, and if you like it, let us know and we can make a part 2, because we've got loads of special weird animals. So enjoy!
See? Oh, you look so beautiful. Awesome. Hey guys, so this is Ava. And she is one of our more special horses here on the finca. Well, pony, I guess I should say. When Ava first arrived, she already had some problems with her legs and her walking abilities. Her feet were really, really long, and I noticed that she didn't know what a black bucket was. So we think that she probably didn't have the correct care or nutrition through her life. She was always eating the little bits off the ground. So we think she was just trying to feed herself. We found her in the middle of a forest, basically. It was a long rescue mission. There's another video on that. But we think the lack of nutrition affected the way her bones and her joints have formed, which means that she struggles in some basic daily tasks, such as lifting her feet up, getting up from a roll even, just normal things. She doesn't quite have the elasticity to be able to bend her own legs, which is something that we've had to learn how to work with her. But her main special aspect are her beautiful eyes. The first day that she arrived, I didn't see her until the evening time, so I did shine a little torch to have a quick look, and we noticed a very blue cast over the eyes, which would suggest that she was night blind. After a short amount of time, she had what we thought was an autoimmune problem, which burst out through the eye. We talked with the eye specialist on the island and managed to book her in for an appointment to remove the eye, because that's what we felt was the best course of action. And when she arrived, they asked if they could, not experiment, but use a different technique rather than take the eye, and teach some of their students and show what can be done. Since she has such a lack of eyesight anyway, we believed that that was a lot better for her quality of life if we could save the eye. So there was a 2-month-long period where she was getting multiple eye drops and medications through the day. And in the end, we did manage to save the eye with just minimal scarring, and she can now see still with both eyes, which is awesome. She is 95% blind or something along those lines. You know, she sees shapes, she sees movements, but nothing particular. But now she's very happy when she sees the black bucket. She definitely knows what that means now. We do have her on her own in a little area, as we feel that's best for her confidence. She has her donkeys, who she absolutely loves, on one side. We can't take them for a walk without her anymore. And she has 3 horses on the other side too. But by having her own space, we've seen her confidence growing, because she knows that another animal isn't going to come into her space. She can eat nice, safe and protected. And yeah, she's always been a little bit sassy, but it's nice to see the confidence and everyday stuff growing. And she's a super awesome pony to have around. Especially, like I say, with that black bucket, she sees you and she just calls. So whatever eyesight she does have left, she uses to the best of her ability.
So, hello everyone. Here is one member of our family. Someone of you already know him, someone already probably even know the story, but here we are to tell you again. So, hello everybody, he's Tripod. And probably you can even understand why his name is Tripod. Because he has only 3 legs. And why he has only 3 legs? Because as every other animals that arrive here, he's been brought from people that in this case they found him, they saw him having a car accident, and the car that had the accident went away, and they stopped it, they took the kitten, and luckily they brought it here. When he arrived, the first day he arrived, he had still the 4 leg, but as we knew about the accident, we went to the vet for a scan, for a Ray X, and suddenly his paw was completely broken, and the bone was completely smashed and broken in different parts, so it was really difficult to recompose it. And so with speaking with the vet and what was the best solution, we decided for the amputation, because then it could be like a long problem in the long time. Sorry. And so since that day is Tripod, but that didn't stop him at all, because he can reach everything he desired. He, as you see, is really a cuddle little kitten, and he always jump on you and demand for a cuddle and time together. At the moment you see that he has a cone because it's a bit rough, and when he starts to scratch himself because he have a itchy ear, he open himself totally. So like a couple of days ago we tried to take him out because he was totally recovered, totally full of hair again, no cut, no scar. But and the next morning we found him again totally open. He likes himself, like he likes to scratch a bit too much, a bit too intensive. So this again is just to prevent him from himself, to defend his face from his paw. He doesn't know that he's so strong. But as you see, even with the cone, he's really friendly and really happy. He's living the best life he can. Oh, see, now even he's ready for a nap. I don't know if you can see, he was ready for a nap. And as you can see, like 3 legs, poor kitten. Now he's one of the best hunters in the finca. Almost every week he come home and he bring a nice present, a nice mouse, and leave it there in the front of your step to go to the room. And like this we know, oh, Tripod is alive and really healthy. We like to chase mouse.
Hello everyone! I'm again with the sheep, one of my favorite places here at the finca. Together with the sheep we have 2 baby goats living. One of them is Tommy. Or his official name is actually Mr. Tumnus from Narnia. He is about a year old by now. He is a little bit special because he was bottle raised as well, just like Ying. But when Tommy arrived, he was very weak. He was about a couple of weeks old only, and his mother rejected him because he was not strong enough. And so he was brought here by a family who felt compassionate about him and wanted us to rescue this this little goat. So that's what we did. And Tommy has a problem now, which is due to his little childhood trauma, let's say, because he didn't never have enough milk from his mommy. So there is a lack of nutrients in his body, which makes him have some tummy problems every now and then. He gets bloated quite easily. We try to solve this problem by feeding him enough natural grass that we collect and we harvest here around the finca, straw and hay, and movement as well. That's why sometimes Tommy can go out of the paddock and have some little exercise, although every time you take him out of here, he's super excited and he wants to run all over the finca, because he was actually raised here on the finca, so he was running free everywhere. And yeah, now that he becomes a little bit bigger and his mind is also a little bit stronger, it's sometimes a little bit hard to control him, let's say. He's doing so much better though. He's, like I said, 1 year old. He has some problems in putting the weight on as well. So the first half year he was very, very small. We were quite worried about him, that he was not getting strong enough. But now you can see it also here in his horns. The horns are growing. He doesn't like when I touch them, but his horns are growing so much faster now. You can see that at the beginning, only this little dot here was out. So this was about the amount they grow only in the first 6 months, so not so much compared to Ying, who is 6 months old now, I think, or a little bit less. And he got already his horns so much bigger than how Tommy used to have them. But I can see that he's making improvements because his horns are growing up, they're nice and hard. So that means that he actually gets all the minerals that he needs to grow. And he looks pretty healthy now. The only problem, as I said, is his belly that still causes him some digestive problems every now and then. But he's a well-behaved, happy little goat. And his best friend is the other baby goat here, Ying. Baby goat, show yourself to the camera. I guess you know him already. He's one of our favorites here. Everyone loves him. He's super friendly. Tommy as well, and we keep them together here with the sheep, because if we put them in the goat paddock, they're a little bit more nasty to them and a little bit more protective over the area. So that's why we decided they're more friends with the sheep than they are with the actual goats. But once they're big enough and they can defend themselves and put themselves up in the ranking of in the goat paddock, we can put them together with the goats again.
So here we have another member of our family. Another member that has a little problem, that it bring him to be in a dog shelter for 3 years, and then after that to come to join our family. He's really a lovely dog. The problem that he had, that when he was a puppy, 8 months old, again, another dog and another animals that had a car accident, and he had the problem with both back knees. One is worse than the other. One is a bit more rigid and it gets stuck in a straight position, and sometimes that is annoying him. But since we have him that now is 1 year, oh, almost 2 years. Almost 2 years with us. Oh, gee, not hard life here. Too much sun and too much freedom. Anyway, more or less 2 years ago, we got him from Tierra Blanca. Probably already heard that we collaborate with Tierra Blanca. Is one of the biggest shelter in the island, and he was a particular case because he was still young. He was really friendly with people, with other dogs, but he had this problem in the way to walk. Also because in a dog shelter, normally they always keep them closed in a cage, and they have the possibility to go out and walk only once a day if they are lucky. So we talked with them, and we said to them that we could give him a try and see if being free, having the possibility to move around and to like play with other dogs and with other human, he could increase and get better with his back leg. He was just walking for food, for food and for toilet time. But now, here at the moment we are in our community area, and he arrived here by himself every morning, following his daddy that you're gonna see just after me. And for us is unbelievable, because at the beginning we should really push him to move, to stand up with his butt, when now is something that he does by himself and as any other normal dog. So for us is really something that not a miracle, but is something that makes us glad to have this place, and for every day for new animals, because we can help them and then they help us, just giving us good positive energy. So thank you, Wonky. Huh? We go to Daddy. We show everybody that we can walk. Huh? Vamos, Wonky. Vamos. Look at that.
Yeah. Hello, this is Wonky and I'm Benjamin. Yeah, on this finger is it so, not the human finds the animal finds the human. Not I have the choice, the animal has the choice, and this is my new body. Yeah, this dog loves me, and I want no dog in my life. And then I have a dog in my life. It's okay for me. It's a big family, all living together. Yeah. Oopsie. Wonky have a little hips problem, and this is not the best body for traveling or for big journey. The thing is, yeah, I hope I find a best part for this dog. Why this dog is so friendly and so cute and have no bad vibes inside, only for, this dog is for love, for hugs, forever. And the best for an old woman or old man or a person with the same problems. It's the best. But that is not a running dog. And this is a beautiful dog. Forever. Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we have what we call the Angry Birds. They're also named as Engelbert and Humperdinck, but they're named as the Angry Birds, and we keep them in our area around our caravan, private, because they attack all the visitors. When we had them free, they attacked the visitors. So we keep them as our guard animals. I don't think you're going to expect what they are when we say we keep them in. They're, I'll let you see before I tell you what they are. If you've watched our videos before, you may know, but right now we need to find them. Hey, Foxy. There they are. These are our ferocious guard dogs. These angry little buggers. I'll give you a little bit of story about them first. Engelbert and Humperdinck. They're very cute. They're cute little balls of fluff, and but they're not as cute as they look. I love them and they're my babies. I actually, when I was a child, I didn't have a lot of friends, and I was interested in animals and chickens, and I grew up growing silkies. This is their breed, and I absolutely love them. And then somebody gave me some eggs here, and I was like, okay, I'll just, all right, I'll have some for childhood flashback and memory. And then I hatched them. not expecting them to be so nasty, and they full on attack everyone. They don't attack me very often, or me and Edu, because we live here, but if they're grumpy in the morning, sometimes they even attack us and the dogs and other people. So I'll see if they'll attack me. If not, we'll get someone else, a new volunteer who hasn't met them. I'll say go feed the chickens and see what happens. Normally if you just walk past, that's when, right, I'll just come past you. Oh no, he just attacked the cat. Hey, Engelbert. He doesn't actually hurt, but he terrifies all of the they terrify all the visitors, and they've chased people down the ramp, and sometimes it's so funny. You've got like the big grown volunteers walking down the ramp. One time I remember him chasing Juan the whole way down the ramp. But you're nicer to me than most people. This is him being nice. Although he's a little bit grumpy, I love him. and yeah, you're not that bad, are you really? And you're just a little bit special, so that's why we have to keep you up here. They've got the free run of our house, and they're the boss of the dogs and the people, and they're just a little bit special, aren't you? So on that, I hope you enjoyed our video of our special animals, and let us know your favourites. Let us know if there's any other animals you'd like to meet more. And as always, please tell us your thoughts, comment, subscribe, like, help us get our videos to the top of the page. And we hope to see you next week.
¿Quieres decir tú algo?
Sorry, I got so scared then she put a bump to me and I'm like, are you gonna know I'm still here?